I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're exploring the deeply moving story of Slade's mom, a transgender journey of love, loss, and letting go by Isabelle Camille. This heartfelt memoir takes us through a family's emotional journey as they navigate the complexities of gender identity with love, resilience, and acceptance. Join us as Isabelle shares the struggles, triumphs, and powerful lessons learned from her journey with her transgender child. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Isabelle, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
This is an important book. A lot of people go through similar situations that you do and have, and other people now are becoming more aware of the issues of transgendered children and transgendered people. Tell us a little bit about your story. When did your child come to you and express a desire to basically change genders, I guess is the best way to put it?
Very early, as in the 10, she was maybe about 10. She didn't come out right away as a transgender. She said she was a homosexual, she was gay. And that was a very emotional and not very easy concept to accept.
Yeah.
But we dealt with it, and then she turned into 13, 14, started high school. And at her first year of high school is when she actually said that she was a transgender and she wanted to change into a man. It was very aware of Haitian background, and in the Haitian community, the LGBTQ is not accepted very well. So
Right.
that was, in terms of the society around us, we had to deal with that. In the family, we had to deal with that. And then she started from her third year in high school. She was definitely, she says, no, she's not a lesbian. She's a transgendered man. And she went through, she didn't actually start with any of the medical
Procedures or yeah.
right, until after high school. When she graduated from high school, that's when she started with hormone treatment, and later on went on further into her full transgender.
Yeah. And how did this affect the family dynamic? Were you upset? Did you try to be accepting? Did you try to talk her out of it? I mean, what happened? I mean,
We
just trying to
certainly tried to talk her out of it. The
yeah.
family dynamic was very silent. The house was, no one would, it was as if nothing was happening.
Yeah.
That's how we dealt with it in the beginning. My husband was, although there was never a step when she wasn't loved, but the acceptance of the idea of transgendering was not accepted at all. And therefore we sort of went very silently in the whole change. She got involved with the Yes Institute in her third year of high school. She went to a meeting with from school, and she started talking with them. And in the beginning, the Yes Institute, we were very, they are the ones who are encouraging her in this horrible idea and so on. But then still, I went on with her to meetings and so on. See, I'm still saying her because I'm talking about when that's one of the most difficult part of it's the pronouns. But when I think of back then, I say her because to me at that time she was still her.
Right.
And so I started going to meetings with her at the Yes Institute. And again, in the beginning, it was, no, they encouraging this whole idea. And then in her last year of high school, we went through the horror of attempted suicide.
Mm.
And boy, these people were there with us. They were
Mm.
there. They showed such genuine concern, genuine, that it just made me realize, they have something here. They have something, what they are telling us is we need to listen. We need to listen, and we need to listen more attentively. And that was then. And still with the family, it was very, very quiet, very not accepting, not wanting to encourage. We saw a therapist, and her point was, you do not make someone be transgender. You do not change someone. You do not either make her become or not become. It's a question of support and support and support.
Mm.
And so this is the beginning of our process.
Yeah. How old is Soul now?
32.
32. So now this is 20 years later, basically, from
Yeah.
when it all began.
Mhm,
Have you
mhm.
come to peace with everything? Has the rest of the family come to peace with everything?
Everyone has come. We have come to peace. It's a good thing that you placed it that way.
Yeah.
And this is what I really want people to understand. You'll never quite fully understand, but the thing is to accept and to love, to accept him and to love him and to give him whatever the support. He was very, very good with the way that we came out with him.
Yeah.
Very supportive, never impatient when we say her or she, and Sole and so on, always understand. And that was, her therapist had asked her once that we were at a meeting with her. She says, "How long did it take you to realize that you were a man?" And he says, "Well, 14 years." And she says, "Well, there goes. You need to give everyone that same
Yeah.
time for them to come to that realization also."
Right.
And to him, he says always that this was a, a very uh, a very important statement for her, and that he kept it
Mm.
always remember when people make mistakes, when to be patient
Yeah.
and accept that we're taking time. But now everyone, family, friends, we are all with him
Yeah.
100%.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I know it's a difficult thing. You have a little girl, and then that little girl comes to you when she's a little bit older and says, "No, I'm not a girl." It's a lot
Mhm.
to digest. I mean, that's just the reality of the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. All
And
the dreams you had for that girl have
yeah,
switched.
yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It's mind-boggling at times.
Mhm,
And I know you love Soleil, and you've done your best to support him.
mhm,
And
mhm.
and that's what really matters. Is it going to be difficult for you? Sure. Was it difficult for him? Yes. So
Yes.
it's a difficult situation, and you're dealing with it the best you can, and dealing with it well right now. Tell us why you wrote the book and what you hope others will take away from it.
Uh, this is when I first started writing the book, there were three questions everyone asked. Why are you writing this book?
Mm.
Um, and long ago, 15 years ago, talking to one of my cousins, and we were talking about the situation, and she said to me, "You like writing. Why don't you write a book about this to help people understand?" And the idea just started brewing in my mind. And so it's been there for a long time until I realized, okay, it's time. I need to put it down on paper. I need to so that I can cleanse myself of the anger that I felt at a certain time, and the frustration, the misunderstanding. I needed to have it down on paper, and that's why I
Yeah.
started writing the book. And it was like, it took me 3 months to just
Yeah.
down
So you
because
had a whole, lifetime basically of feelings pent up that you
Mhm,
wanted to share.
mhm,
And I think it's
mhm,
extremely important for people in the transgender community and people outside of the transgender community as well to understand. Do you have
mhm.
other children as well?
We have three other boys, three other men.
Yeah. Now, how did her brothers or his brothers deal with it?
In the beginning, again, it was with everyone, it was silent. No
Yeah.
one spoke about it except for the son right before Sky,
Yeah.
Khalil. He was right away very tight with him. They were always very close. So he was the very first support system that I can say he
Yeah.
had in the family. He pushed it with the cousins, with the friends. So that was a very good. The other two, they took a little longer.
No longer.
Took a
Yeah.
little longer.
Yeah.
One of my son had mentioned to me once, "Mom, I can't introduce him as my brother.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's
It is
hard."
hard. Yeah, it's a
Um,
difficult situation. And like the therapist said to Soleil is how you pronounce your son's name, right?
well, Soleil was when she was, now his name is Sky.
Hi. Okay. Okay.
Sky.
Gotcha.
And
All right.
Soleil in Creole, in Haitian, is sun. And
Yeah.
that's why when he was changing, he changed the name to Sky to sort of keep that
Keep that
concept of.
theme of sun and sky. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, the name of the book is Soleil's Mom, A Transgender Journey of Love, Loss, and Letting Go. It is a profound book, a heartfelt memoir that takes us through the family's emotional journey as they navigated the complexities of gender identity with love, resilience, and acceptance. Isabel, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful to be here, and I appreciate the opportunity you gave me to talk about the book.
Well, I appreciate your time and your candor and the love you show for your son, Kai. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.